has now surpassed more than 1 million cases of COVID-19. It's just the fifth state to surpass that threshold, and the state reporting more than 8,700 new cases along with 187 deaths today. The governor's urging everyone to take steps to slow the spread until more of the population has been vaccinated. The case positivity rate now 8.5%.
And while the pandemic has impacted everybody, it is disproportionately impacting the African American community. Some of the community are wary of a vaccine.
On Tuesday, Atlanta's Morehouse College School of Medicine held a vaccination event to encourage more confidence in the shot. Baseball Hall of Famer Hank Aaron, former U.S. Ambassador to the UN Andrew Young, both getting the vaccine to show it's safe. Tonight, the Black Coalition Against COVID-19 is hosting a town hall to talk about this virus and talk about the vaccine. Dr. Helene Gayle will be taking part, and she's the president and CEO of the Chicago Community Trust. Thanks so much for joining us, Doctor.
My pleasure.
Can you please explain to people why there is a hesitancy among African Americans to get this vaccine, even though Black and brown people have been disproportionately affected by it?
Well, you know, there's a long history of unethical and biased treatment of Black people and people of color within the medical and the public health system. You know, a lot of people talk about the Tuskegee experiment, which, you know, probably looms large in many people's memory of an experiment that was done that left people untreated for a disease that there was already a treatment. You know, that's just one example, but I think, you know, to this day, we have continued to have a health system that has bias and discrimination in it. And so people's experience with the health system has not led to a sense of trust, and particularly about something where this is a new vaccine, it's using new technology. And so, you know, all of that historical mistrust, I think, has led people to wonder about the risk of taking this vaccine.
So that addresses sort of the why we are where we are at this point, and also why we are seeing, you know, high-profile members of the people in the community of color getting the shots here. Do you think that goes a little way or a long way? And if it just goes a little way, what will it take to make it where you would feel comfortable with the numbers?
Yeah, no, I think it's incredibly important who are the messengers and what the message is. You know, we need overall a national campaign around getting this vaccine. It is so critical. It can make such a big difference. You know, we have not experienced in 100 years a health pandemic that has had this kind of consequences for our society overall, and particularly, as you mentioned, this has had such a huge impact on communities of color. So it's important that we have information at the national level, but that we also have information at the local level that is tailored to the needs of communities, of diverse communities, and particularly communities of color, and that the messengers are those trusted messengers. I mean, seeing Hank Aaron and seeing Andy Young and people like that getting this vaccine, you know, it goes a long way to building the kind of confidence that we need so that people do get out there and get vaccinated. It can make such a huge difference. You know, if we as a community have borne the brunt of this pandemic, we should also reap the benefits of the technology that can make a difference.
And Dr. Helene, actually, you're having a program in just about a half an hour to kind of drive this point home with mostly African American people and doctors, physicians talking about this. That could help as well, right? Tell us about that.
Totally. You know, this is a town hall that has national leaders, you know, Tony Fauci, Mark Morial from the Urban League, the former Surgeon General, the young African-American researcher at NIH, who's one of the lead researchers on one of the vaccines, you know, and the president of Morehouse College Medical School that you highlighted. So, you know, this is a town hall that will feature national leaders in the health field to really try to get the message out about why it's so important for us to build that sense of trust so that people will take advantage of this vaccine that can make such a big difference, not only for the African-American community, Latinx community that's also been hard hit, but for all of us so that we can go back to a life that, you know, lets us enjoy the things that are so important to us.
Dr. Helene Gayle, thank you so much. Be safe, be well. Folks, tune in to the Zoom in about a half an hour.